Hi guys, welcome back to Ava's Vlogs. Today we will be reviewing the Disney rides most of the Disney rides in all of the parks. So there's most of them are in Magic Kingdom, but then there's a couple from Hollywood Studios and Epcot and whatever. In case anyone was wondering, I did not upload all of Vlogmas. That's only because there just wasn't enough content, and I didn't feel the need to say anything about it because no one cares. So I just felt that there's no need. So anyway, onto regular scheduled content. Let's go. Okay, so our first ride we'll be reviewing is It's a Small World. Most of these rides I did not do. Some of them I did. It's a Small World my grandparents did. They told me it was kind of just it's a kiddie ride. Most of these rides are based around little kids. They're based around, obviously Magic Kingdom is, but most of the rides are based on tiny children so that they can enjoy their time there. And it's Hollywood Studios is kind of where the parents go. But yeah, it's basically just a kid's ride. It is very annoying, as everyone says. But I think it may be an extra ride, so you might be seeing It's a Small World. On to the next one, Avatar Flight of Passage. Avatar Flight of Passage is the best thing in the world. I definitely think it's this one. You sat in a motorbike kind of thing, and it pushes you back down. So you're like this, and you actually feel like you're sat on one of, I don't know what they're called, but they're these dragon flying things, and you fly through the air throughout the whole of Avatar, and it's the coolest thing in the world. And because it's like a motorbike, you on your legs, and you can hear the sounds around you. It actually feels like you sat on one of these things. It's so cool how they've created it. It's amazing. It just feels so real, and I love it. On to the next one, Big Thunder Mountain. Big Thunder Mountain is probably one of the classics, like most of these are. I would say it's a good ride, but you don't need to do it, maybe. It is a classic, and I can see why people would want to do it, but it's basically the same as, it's basically just a desert land, and you're just going through it. So it's good for little kids, just to if it's a short queue, I'd do it. But if it's a 2-hour queue, there's no point. You may as well go line up for another 2-hour queue. That's something that's Star Wars or something, for example. That's not a classic, and you can kind of just you can skip it. But if it's a 10-minute wait, I'd do it. If it's a short wait, I'd do it. Okay, on to the next one, Dinosaur. Dinosaur is in Animal Kingdom, and it's good. There's not much to... Well, no, it is very cool. It's as you can see, it's about dinosaurs. But at the end, it's kind of scary at the end. Not very scary, but quite scary at the end. Because a big dinosaur comes out. Spoiler alert if anyone's not been on Dinosaur. But there's a big dinosaur at the end that scares you, and you sat in this I don't know. It's I don't know. It's weird. But it's Smiler. If anyone has been on Smiler at Alton Towers, it's kind of like that. Or Oblivion at Alton Towers. It's pretty much like that. It's that sort of seating, but in single rows, and you sat in those rows, and you just go throughout the thing, and it's very, very cool. I love how they've done the dinosaurs and everything. It's very cool and awesome. I'd recommend it, but it's not... Again, it's not something you need to do, but it is a very cool ride. If, like Ezra, you like dinosaurs and stuff, if that's good for you. But it is a bit scary, so just bear that in mind for 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, if they're allowed to go in it. I'm not even too sure. But if 4 or 5-year-olds can go in it, just be aware that it can be a little scary for little children. I'm not even a parent, and I'm saying that, but I was a bit scared, and I was 9, so... Okay. On to Dumbo's Flying Elephant. Dumbo is obviously an iconic thing. It's just one of those you go up and you spin around and then you come back down. it's not very thrilling. Obviously, because it's in Magic Kingdom, so it's made for little kids, which I get. I completely get the gist of it. But if you're looking for like more of a thrill ride, this is definitely not your go-to. But I will say one thing: I did not do Dumbo, but I did the Aladdin one in, I think it was Animal. I'm not sure. Well, not Animal Kingdom, but it was like where dinosaur is in Magic Kingdom. I don't know. Wait, dinosaurs not in. No, dinosaurs in Animal Kingdom. I don't know, but I did like the Magic Carpet Aladdin one, and that's the same thing. You just sat on the magic carpet and you're just flying around. It's the same thing as Dumbo. So if either of them are the shorter one, go to the shorter one, because they're the exact same thing. Unless your child is crying because they want to go on Dumbo instead of Aladdin. Okay, Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is amazing. You sat on a riverboat. Like, if anyone's seen the new like live action Jungle Cruise, you basically sat in a boat like that. Not wooden, but you sat in a boat like that. You all get in with different families, whatever. You sat with your family, and you have a staff member with you, obviously, because it's a ride. And you're actually on a river, which is like, I think it's controlled, I'm pretty sure. But it's just like, please go watch Jungle Cruise before you go there, just because it is amazing, because they make it so real life like they add the jokes, they add like everything. Like, spoiler alert, if you have not seen Jungle Cruise, skip ahead 10 seconds. They say the most iconic line, well, maybe not iconic line, but the best line in Jungle Cruise, and that is that the water, so like, say water's running this way, we go under the water, we go like through the water, so the water's here, it's like going down like that, we go through like that, and she's like, oh, you ever seen water like that? It's so funny, and everyone just has a laugh. It's amazing. Okay, on to the next one. If you have just missed the thing, we're just going on to the next one now, so you can stay here. Kali River Rapids. Kali River Rapids is just like a boat ride. You sat in like a little circle like boat, and you just ride around like a river, basically. It's just what it is. It's very good. It's just, if you get sick with like motion sick really easily, I would not recommend it, because it can be quite quick. But except from that, I'd completely recommend it. It's very, very good and very entertaining. Kilimanjaro Safaris. This is just, you sat in a big truck with loads of other people, and you just go around the safari, see some zebras, giraffes, elephants, tigers, you see everything. And it's just like a good one, like if it's a hot day and you just need to go sit down and enjoy something, I would do this one. Just like at the end of the day, or like in the middle of the day, you've just had some lunch, you just want to go chill out, but you still want to go on a ride, I'd say go on this one, just because it's just really relaxing, just to watch the animals and sit down, and it's just, oh, it's amazing. It's such a vibe. Okay, next one. Mad Tea Party. This is just your generic teacup ride, so you don't need to do this one, because depending on where you live, this is just back at home. So like, I live in England, I see teacup rides everywhere I go. So I don't feel like I need to do this one, but like, it's iconic. So if you're really wanting to do it just because it's at Disney, then go for it. But except from that, I wouldn't really do this one, just because you can find it back at home depending on where you live. So yeah. Right, next one. Navi River Journey. Navi River Journey is just, again, like a little river, but it's inside. And it's, again, all about Avatar. And it's so cool. Like, they do the lighting amazing. So it's like a dark room, but they, like, illuminate, like, leaves and, like, spot, like, moss or whatever. And you're just going through, and it's just, like, neon, not neon lights, but, like, neon, not neon, like, quite bright lights, but like not too bright that they're in your face, but like it's just like twinkling around, and you just go through, and then at the end there's an animatronic, and she's just like this, and she's singing to you, and it's such a vibe, and it's amazing. Pirates of the Caribbean. I love this one with all my heart. This one, again, iconic, as I've said with every single one of these. It's definitely a fan favourite, I would say. I did this one last time, and it's amazing. If it is I definitely recommend this one on a very, 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 very hot day, because you get wet. And it's amazing. Well, you can get wet, but if you do on a hot day, it's amazing. So I don't really recommend this one at night. I'd recommend it in like the start of the day or the middle of the day. Again, with Disney, well, not again, but with the whole Disney Genie thing, if you know it's going to be a very hot day, I would book Pirates of the Caribbean to do as your first ride, just because then you've cooled down, and then you can go around and then cool down, go around and then whatever. And it's just a nice way to just cool off straight away. Keep that cool for a little bit while you're on your way to the next ride. It's amazing. Okay, Prince Charming Regal Carousel. Again, like Mad Tea Party, this is just a carousel ride. There is nothing special about it, to be honest. Except from the Sword of the Stone outside it, nothing special. So, if you want to, again, like Mad Tea Party, if there is a low ride rate, go for it. Like, if you don't have to queue, if you have to queue for 20 minutes, go for it. Like, go mad. Because it's only a carousel, like, no one's going to be bothered. I had to wait. I don't even know if I did this one, to be honest. Just because we all said, it's literally just a carousel. There's no special about it, except from that it's in Disney. So, by all means, go for it. But I'm just saying, it is literally just a carousel. So, I really do not see the point. But that's coming from me. That's just my opinion. So, if you want to do it, go for it. But I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, next one. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This, like Big Thunder Mountain, this one I actually find quite fun. Because obviously it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, it's Snow White themed, you've got all the dwarves working, and then what I love the most is that you're in like carts, and if like, say like me, Brooke, my big sister, mum and dad are like sat and we're in the thing and we can shake it, and it won't shake anyone else's, it'll just shake the floor, which I find really funny, because then we could just be like, hi ho. Oh yeah, by the way, they also sing a little song while you're going around. It's so cute. I love this ride. Definitely one of my favourites. Again, with the new Disney Genie thing, if you are wanting your ride, like one of your favourite rides that you definitely want to do that day, book it in the morning, and then if it's free, like it's late at night, and you just want to go on that for the last thing of the day, do it. Like, I'd say favourite rides start at the end of the day, just to get the best wait time to get on it. Space Mountain. Space Mountain is, I believe, near Contemporary, in Magic Kingdom, obviously, and it is very cool. It is very fast. That is the thing that my mum didn't like about it, I believe, just because it was very fast. You're in like a row of three, so it's like 1, 2, 3. You sat in a row of 3 and you just zoom around, and it's very, very cool, but very, very fast. So again, with the motion sickness thing, if you're not a fan of that, then I wouldn't recommend it. Next, Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is, well, it's just a haunted mansion. It is quite cool. I actually did find this one quite scary. It's basically, like, it's very cool how they do the ghosts. In one of the scenes, I think there's a movie about Haunted Mansion. I'm pretty sure there is. They have, like, the dining room, and, like, there's ghosts going around it. And then there's, like, I think there's a ballroom one, and they have the ghosts dancing with each other. It's so cool. Okay, last but not least, Tomorrowland Speedway. I love this one. It is very much like Test Track. Not very much, but it's kind of the same sort of gist. You get in a car and you all race at the same time. So you're all going at the same time. I think there's about 10 cars, and they're in like twos. So like one person's driving. It's like bumper cars basically. But except you're on a track. So you can't free, it's like on a track. But you can go as fast or as slow as you want, I think. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, as long as the max is like I don't know. But it's a very cool ride, and I did like this one. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. If you would like a part 2, please let me know it down in the comments below if they are open. If not, just hit that like button. I will see you guys next week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.